serious temptation.
Yes, it was. I don't know how tempted I was. But it was tempting.
But what I think, the reason why I wanted you to go ahead and agree to doing it is because that's good too. Because real serious discipline is being able to resist the temptation of it. And you did. You understand? So don't not do it because you feel you might. Because you kind of dropped a hint to him. You said, nah, I don't want to stop and get you done because I don't want to get nothing for myself. Well, then don't,
Yeah.
And you did. You still were generous and you were tempted. I mean, you were tempted, but you resisted it. So that's what I'm impressed with.
Yeah, I resisted it, but I did get the Coke.
Because you did so good. Otherwise, see, that's that old bullshit. You did.
I did get the Coke.
But he asked for it and then you drank it. Because you compromised with that. You know that, Elvis. That was your compromise.
What we're talking about is how I spoke on not kind of needing to, it's hard to see because I have some of my visor down so that I can create some sort of illuminated thing here. So I was just basically telling Victor that I was pleased with myself for not eating, even though I did have an 8-hour window. This 8-hour window that I had, making a U-turn here. This is okay. I know where I am. I'm getting cat food, and because I'm going out to the Weekender tonight. Gonna spend the night there, and there's a couple of things I have to do at the house first, which is get cat food and cat litter, and I think fabric softener, bleach. A couple of things I'm gonna do so that LJ doesn't have to worry about carrying anything awkward or heavy or whatever have you. Not that there's, and I also maybe enjoy going out late when no one's around and kind of get a few things. That is really more what it's all about. So my dad was up. I said, come go for a ride with me. And a buddy of mine's was like, hey, what are you up to? Can you stop at Burger King before I get there? Do I have the light here? Yeah. This bus is moving so fast. Saving his brakes, I guess. I don't know.
Was he asleep? I don't know. It didn't look like he was going to even stop.
Yeah,
I seen no activity in the crowd. And he continues to move. But I guess he pulled himself together.
Yeah, so it's all about, so we wound up, I stopped at a Wendy's. So I stop at the Wendy's and I pick up what the guy asked for. But the Coke, I drank the Coke and didn't give him the Coke. Victor got a chili and I didn't get anything else. Even though my window was still open because I didn't start my first eating until 5 p.m. So I recognized that I can actually play around with the window, it appears. I thought it was like a little bit blasphemous, but I realized that I've been waking up. If I had something to eat at like 2 in the morning and that was like my window was still open because I didn't start eating until 7:30 in the evening, something crazy like that happened the other night. I was eating at 7:30 in the evening. Can I turn here? Yeah, I can turn here. And my window it was beautiful. Like my window was still, I didn't have any problems. I was like, wow, this is great. So the next day I woke up, I had energy, and I actually had like such a great day. My body's been feeling great. My knees are feeling great. My ankles aren't hurting. My knees aren't hurting. It's been a couple of years since my knees haven't hurt. So to not have my knees aching, it's really been great. And I would feel that as long as that 8-hour window is respected, it doesn't matter. As long as, what happens is you still have that 16 hours. So let's say maybe you go 10 hours of eating. Like maybe you start the day off with a small sandwich, and before you know it, your window has passed, and now you're like, I need to eat. And you eat, And you turn around and you go, wait a minute, I don't feel guilty about that. My body actually said thanks. So there are differences between what I was going through at the donut pub and what happened to me this evening, which is just me being very pleased with myself and telling my dad I should do a vlog tonight, and I should talk about how I am pleased with the fact that today what I ate. Okay, and I had a sandwich, I had some fries, I did have 2 bags of chips, which I haven't had chips in a while. I don't know why I feel nervous about saying that, but I did have the crunchy jalapeno Cheetos.
But you know what? Let me interject a little bit, because I think what you're failing, the point you're failing to bring up is one of the things we highlighted is that you were discovering that food is not your priority anymore. It's not your first priority. So therefore, everything.
Yeah, I had a long day before I even ate, so food
but
wasn't
it
a
used
priority.
to be a priority.
So this time when I had the sandwich, I got a small sandwich, but I did get the 2. I just couldn't believe that it said 2 for $1. I was like, when did this happen? 2 for $1 bags of. I was like, what is going on here? It just blew my mind. So I got the 2 bags, which was the Doritos. But here's what I wanted to say about that.
Tell me.
Yes, I did finish them. I finished both of them, but I didn't really care for them. I didn't like them. They taste a little weird, and it didn't satisfy something in my mind and brain.
Because you realized it was really unnecessary. So
Yeah.
you just did it out of habit.
No, I did. Here's what I did do. I put it down, went to my next destination. I was running some errands, and then I wound up finishing it later on. So like about a half an hour later, I finished it. So then my window was still open, and I had an opportunity to eat Wendy's. And I like Wendy's. I like the classic with cheese. I think they call it the Dave with cheese now, or the something like that. And I'm not hungry at all, and it's pretty late, and you know, I think I'm gonna make it to the Weekender and not gonna have any problems on the way there. I'm gonna check on the bikes and make sure everything is cool, and then in the morning, of course, I'm gonna head out and make everyone's life amazing with the meal that they're gonna start their day with. So my point is that this intermittent fasting has kind of turned into a 1 meal a day kind of a situation, because this is 2 days in a row where I've really only eaten one thing, or at least in an hour window, and I feel great. So, you know, this intermittent fasting is very unique, that it's starting to allow me to not be so hard on myself like I've been.
Okay, so let's apply this to a grand scale, a universal scale with life principles. What it's trying to say to you, in essence, what you are saying is, just because you can have everything in the world you want, and you can, doesn't mean you should have it or you want it. So in life now, everything's becoming available, but your choices will be better, your interests, your priorities. So it's all things. It's like you're going to give some consideration to what you choose to do, whether it be food or whatever other choices you might have.
This thing is having a hard time focusing on seeing. Thank you for getting this far. I appreciate you. This is I think vlog number 11, and maybe I'll hit you guys back up when I get to the Weekender. Let you know how was that travel time for me. Did I go through the, you know, looking to see if I can stretch that window, you know, which I haven't really done. I haven't done anything where it's yeah, I think I've made it to like a 10-hour mark, and then I kind of had something. I think that was the night with the chimney. I got to go back to the comment section on that and fix some words up. I was moving fast. I had things to do. Thank you again. I give you the last word.
I'm going to just sign off. It's been a pleasure being in your company, and I'm impressed with your discipline. Because I think it boils down to discipline. I think you are displaying great discipline.
Boom.